Hi, this is Doug Farley, and I'm the director at the Cobblestone Museum. And today we're working on another episode of History at Home. Today we have with us Al Capurso. Al is a board member for the Cobblestone Museum, and today he's going to tell us about his Stewart oak wood stove. So it's up to you, Al. Give us some information.
Okay. This wood stove was made in 1910. That was an era just after the turn of the century where stoves were designed airtight, as this one is, and they featured an isinglass window or door so you could see the fire. And
See, you've got a fire going now, so that's good.
They always used to get smoky, so it was important to clean them every now and then. But that's actually isinglass is a mineral, and it doesn't get destroyed with the heat. The Fuller and Warren Company out of Troy, New York, built this stove in, as I said, 1910. And the company actually built over 9,000 of these wood stoves in a 30-year time span. Several varieties and styles of Stewart stoves. This stove was named after Philo Stewart, who founded the company in 1838 in Troy, New York. Philo was an entrepreneur. He was a harness maker by trade, also a mechanic. He was a teacher, a Christian missionary. He was a founder of Oberlin College, a reformer, an abolitionist, and a philanthropist. So he was quite an individual.
I guess so.
And he was a good stove maker. He made stoves for kitchen use, for parlor use. This is a parlor stove.
Looks like it keeps you quite warm.
It does. Now you got to open the damper before you open the door, of course, otherwise you put smoke in the room. And the door is quite large, and so it can accommodate a good-sized piece of wood. And it radiates heat in all directions continuously, unlike a furnace where it's on and off.
Do you use it to heat your whole house, Al?
Yes, we do. We have a way of circulating the air. We have a fan behind the stove, and that sends air throughout the downstairs. If we keep the stairway door closed, then it heats up quite quickly down here. And then in the late afternoon, we'll open the stairway door and get the fire going real good, and that'll then heat the upstairs. We also have a solar greenhouse on the south side of our house, which helps also on sunny days.
Right.
On sunny days, actually, we can heat with the solar greenhouse. We can let the stove die.
I think you and I mentioned when we were talking that you've been using this particular stove for almost 40 years.
Almost 40, that's right. Actually, I found a couple of these. The larger model, the Stewart Oak 18, the number 18, I restored for my neighbor across the road. He wanted it, so we worked out a deal. So years from now, somebody's going to be pretty curious as to why these two houses have almost identical wood stoves.
Right.
Both Stewart oaks. Yes.
And you said that restoring wood stoves was a hobby or occupation for you. So how many would you say you've restored?
Oh, probably over 40.
Oh, wow.
By time. Several of these Stewart oaks, many of the round oak series of stoves, many different varieties. I tended to stick with the antique wood stoves. Modern plate stoves aren't, in my opinion, worth very much. This stove is 110 years old. It's hard to find things that are that old and is still working.
I'd say so. You're right. Anything else you'd like to share today about your wood stove, Al?
Just that, it's constant work. You have to have your wood dried several months ahead of time. You can't go out and cut a tree and then put it in your stove. It's gotta dry out, so it burns properly. They are a lot of work, but the comfort is unsurpassed.
Very good, Al. I think that'll do it for today. Thank you for your time, and thank you for the information, and thank you for sharing your history at home. So
you're very welcome.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.